pero feel like snap.
Okay, hello. Today we are in Union City, New Jersey is where we're staying because we're going to our cousin's quinceañera out in the city.
Who we don't know of.
I mean, I've never met her, but I know of her family. But that's how it be sometimes, you know? I thought, why don't I take the opportunity of something happening in my life and me going outside and make a video. This is my cousin Michelle. She is 14 going on 15. So today we're gonna be showing you guys how to get ready to go to a quinceañera. I'm gonna show you how two types of people get ready. One of them is the quinceañera hopeful. This is basically the cousin that is having the quinceañera soon, but not so soon that it's like right after this quinceañera.
Okay.
But basically she's going to this quinceañera and she's gonna steal all your ideas basically and make it better than your quinceañera. And then me is the one that had her quinceañera and then now keeps going to quinceañeras to relive her youth in some way. And we're gonna call it the Tia Tania look. So quinceañera hopeful and the Tia Tania look. And that's what we're gonna do. For the Tia Tania look, we're gonna start with it. I'm starting with my face makeup first because usually I would start with my hair, but on quinceañera mornings, it's crazy. Everyone wants to shower, so you gotta be up and out and be first to shower. And sometimes you have to sacrifice your beauty routine, your order of it, you know, for it. We also may be answering some viewer questions today. Okay, I already primed my face and I used the e.l.f. Blemish Control Face Primer in the shade Clear. My spoolie actually has been broken, but I need it right now. Eyebrows are not as important on the quinceañera hopeful, but for the Tia Tania look, they are essential. Brush your brows. You need them to be laid. You're not a quinceañera anymore. You had your eyebrows done. I actually had my eyebrows done for the first time
the night before my quinceañera. Oh yeah.
And make sure to relive your quinceañera while you're doing this. Even during the look, you know. It's about you.
It's not about the quinceañera. It's about you.
And again, for my whole face, I'm just using this palette that I got at Marshall's for like $8.
Which was in the last video.
It was in my last video.
We have arrived at our first viewer question. Georgiana from Snapchat says,
how long have you been a fake snake?
well, it's really hard to pinpoint at what point I started calling myself a fake snake. But I believe that the essence has been there since birth. And you're just gonna follow the natural shape of your eyebrow because you're still young, you're still kicking, you don't need to alter who you are for anybody.
Blush, blush, you are now my big fat crush.
Listen, I'm it's not like I'm a Dolan twin stan now just because they did a video with James Charles and Emma Chamberlain. Although I do love Emma Chamberlain. She's like the relatable girl everybody needs, you know. We have another question. It's Allison, who I love and adore from Snapchat, asked,
how do you become a famous YouTuber like you?
Well, Allison, that is a very good question that I would also like to know. How do I become a famous YouTuber like myself? I guess it's all about resilience and selling yourself out for clickbait. Would you agree, Michelle?
I guess so.
Then we have another question from Georgiana. Georgiana, you're approaching your limit. You're approaching your limit. She asks,
what's the worst situation I've gotten myself into?
I guess you can answer this too. Go ahead, answer. What's the worst situation you've ever gotten yourself into?
I don't know. Mexican parents think everything is the worst situation ever.
But I mean, like, you personally, you know. This is also a growth exercise for kids, for young quinceañeras. Like, just like, what's the worst thing you've like ever gotten like yourself into, where you were like, wow, I would rather be doing anything but this?
So like, worst situation as in like you're in trouble, or worst situation as in like you're bored?
Just like worst situation, you're literally just like, you're over it.
Boring quinceañeras, like
Oh, okay. So this is a good bit. Like, what was the most boring quinceañera I've ever been to? Feel free to use names.
This one girl's, cause like we don't know her, so like I don't know her name. Sorry, you guys. But like, so like it was pretty boring, cause like she got there like an hour or two late, and then the food was served, and we're like the last table to be served when we were like in the middle.
I think I went to that quinceañera.
You weren't there.
Oh, okay. Well, I went to a quinceañera like that too.
The decoration was good, but it was like pretty much like a basic white one. It was the Paris themed, like, you know.
I wish mine had been Paris themed. Also, if you're a tia like me, make sure to say what you would have done if you could have made your party better, as if you could have another one. Worst situation I've ever been in. I've been in some crazy situations, but by far the worst, like the one that I honestly wish I could take back, is all this credit card debt I have gotten myself into. That is the worst situation. But I guess like actual situation, physical situation, not financial situation. Oh, it also has to do with finance, but on my last trip to New York with Michelle, which I vlogged, so you should watch that. I was looking for my debit card at the bus station, and I couldn't find it. And I could literally not find my debit card, and then I realized I'd left it at a restaurant we had eaten the night before, and that's how I accumulated more credit card debt. I had to call Carla, who was still in Boston, and I had to tell her to go to the restaurant, see if they had it, and they did. And so then I had to call the restaurant to tell them, oh, okay, you can give it to Carla, because I didn't want them to keep it for so long, because I don't know what they would do with it if they had it for such a long time. And I was like, Carla, I need you to go get my credit card. Guys, this suddenly turned into an ASMR because my family's in the next room, and I feel really awkward talking to myself on camera. But basically, I'm just gonna do like some parts of my makeup while Michelle's in the shower. Another question I got is from Lisette, my beautiful, wonderful blocking mate who's in Senegal right now. She asked,
How many times did you miss class this semester?
and the answer to that is none of your business. Thank you, Lisette. Love you so much. Also, struggles with being vegan. My mom didn't bring any like good vegan food, so for breakfast I'm literally having this tiny ass box of Frosted Flakes with no milk, because we didn't bring any almond milk because I'm dumb and can't prepare, and I'm the worst vegan in the world. Michelle is finally back from her shower after a billion trillion years. Basically, I just contoured so I could get a slimmer face, because that's what all the tias are trying to do, is look slim.
Slim dick.
I put on some blush to give you that rosy complexion, and I'm gonna put on some highlight now. I'm a sister snatch my nose. Sister snatch. Okay, we have another question from Lisbeth on Snapchat, and she asked,
What's the Harvard party scene like?
and then she added that I always look lit on my story. So first of all, I'm gonna show y'all the secret. It's never that lit. I just get the best parts to make it seem like I'm living a fun life. The party scene at Harvard is very much like the sports teams will throw something usually. And then there's also like the finals clubs, but I don't really go to those. The Latinx parties are usually like very small but enjoyable, and everyone's good friends, so. I got a whole essay of questions from my dear blockmate, Jessica. Roommate, Jessica. One of the first ones she asked me was,
What was your favorite condiment before going vegan?
and it's still and will always be ketchup. I put ketchup on everything. Actually, my favorite, no, I do. So it's like the basic condiment, that was my favorite, but like specialty condiments, Zax sauce from Zaxby's was my favorite before going vegan. That slaps. What is your favorite condiment, Michelle?
Buffalo or hot sauce.
Jessica also asked,
What's the best gift you've ever gotten?
Michelle, what's the best gift you've ever gotten?
Hopefully a car, but it got
Something that you have gotten.
I know. Okay.
Go buy you a car.
I got my dog.
Oh yeah, you have a dog. If anyone were to ever buy me a dog, I would cry. For me, it's the gift of life. I'm kidding. No, my parents got me, like both of the guitars my parents have bought me have been the best gifts ever. And then she also asked,
What's your Christmas wish list?
I actually have a list, and I do have an Amazon wish list, which I will link down below. She asked,
The hardest part about being vegan?
I think it's literally just staying away from cheese. Like, I love cheese so much, guys, you don't even understand. But
Especially fresco.
queso fresco, no, mozzarella, like any melty cheese, oof. But she's been staying away from that for a long time.
Third person.
Okay, Jessica has 3 more questions on her max. But she asked
What my favorite makeup product was?
my favorite makeup product by far. This foundation has been my favorite foundation, actually. The Too Faced Peach Perfect. That's my favorite. And it makes me look really good on camera, so. Michelle, what's your favorite makeup product?
Probably concealer.
Which
For
concealer do you like?
Any concealer that matches my face.
None of them. She also asked,
What's it like being an undergrad at Harvard?
girl, you should know that already. Girl, what are you doing? You there. You've been there. Why are you asking? She has one more question. She asked me,
So my first crush was, and what were they like, and am I still interested?
my first crush was Danny Phantom. And he's like this boy. He was very secretive. He could turn into a ghost. Low-key's still interested.
Probably Goofy's son Max.
Are you kidding?
What?
That's the weirdest one. But like, I understand. Okay, now we're gonna take a question from one of her friends.
This is a question from Keyshawn from Snapchat. He said,
What is your favorite shoe brand?
My favorite shoe brand. Are we talking luxury or are we talking like regular shoe brand?
I guess regular shoe brand, because like we can't afford it.
Yeah, I'm talking like luxury, like I can afford them. My favorite shoe brand is probably Vans.
Nikes are good.
Back to the makeup tutorial. I'm using the champagne highlight color for the inner corner for like under my eye to brighten up your eyes, because as a 19-year-old going to these quinceañeras, you look dead inside and everything reminds you of your failed childhood. So you need to
Brighten up those eyes, ladies.
Adela asks on Snapchat,
What's your favorite memory?
my favorite memory is going camping in Wyoming my freshman summer.
And when I was born.
Girl, I've tried to block that out of my memory so many times. My blocking mate Franklin asks,
What would you stop being vegan for?
yo, I've been coming so close to stop being vegan when I see a big box of pizza, like this good pizza with a good stretchy cheese. But I've stopped myself. My mouth is watering. But I've stopped myself. Okay, so Michelle was doing some of her makeup on camera. What did you do off camera?
Just concealer.
So she uses 2 concealers in this tiny ass beauty blender. She uses the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind and the Maybelline New York concealer. Oh, and to prep her skin, she used the Baby Skin primer. I use this. I had this for a long time. I hated it so much because it's so oily to me. And I already have oily skin, so that's why I didn't like it. But she did that off camera because she's shy, as most quinceañera hopefuls are. They're very shy and insecure before their quinceañera. Oh, and she's using the Baby Lips Dr. Rescue on her lips. Oh, and she's using the Turbo Volume Express by Maybelline. I'm using the e.l.f. liquid eyeliner in black for my eyeliner. We're gonna do a cat eye look, not a winged look. The difference is wing looks are, in my opinion, longer, so you can fly away on your wings. But a cat eye is just like a little one. It's like a small wing, if you will. And the reason we're doing that is because we want to look like we're squinting. Because you always want to be like you're judging someone. Now we're doing mascara with the chick flick. Also, if you're at the, everybody else is watching the Mexico-South Korea game outside, but you're not because you don't care. I'm 100% fake fan of any kind of soccer match ever. I will root for anybody superficially. Like, I will root for France sometimes just to piss people off. I will root specifically for Ronaldo in a match he's not even in. So now she's putting on her dress because she's done with her makeup. Because as a child, pre-quinceañera, you don't really have to try because nobody cares about you. And then after your quinceañera, still no one cares about you. But you want to feel like they do, you know? That's why you
Yeah.
First things first, obviously, is la misa, you know?
And that's not even a sacrament, but okay.
You have to thank God. And then after that, we have 6 hours of doing nothing because the party doesn't even start until 6.
8.
Until 8. And the misa ends probably around 2, so that's like 6 hours. of doing nothing. 2:30 because the misa starts at 1:30.
Can you like tie my dress?
Yes, of course. That's what the tia's for. We're at the quinceañera venue and
It's pretty loud.
We're just like an hour early, but we thought that we'd answer some more questions. First question from Brandon. Fave food. My favorite food right now. I don't know. You go first.
My favorite food is probably chicken. Like anything chicken. Cause chicken is amazing.
My favorite food right now is, I don't even know. I don't have any right now.
How's summer so far from Dwayne?
From Dwayne. Been sick for like 3 weeks. So
I went on a plane by myself to Georgia, and then we drove almost 24 hours to New York.
And then this is from Maria. She says, what are your thoughts on Brockhampton removing a mirror? Do you have any thoughts on that? Do you know about that?
I don't listen to them.
My thoughts are that I think it was the best decision for the group. I'm glad that they took action, even though it's hard. Andre says, how do you feel eating beans? Knowing Andre, I feel like that has some like second connotation, but like beans are good, you know? Ella says, what's your favorite color? My favorite color is, I don't have a favorite color.
My favorite color is probably like blue, black, silver, or gold.
Okay. And now we have a few
5.
questions from Josh. Josh asked, what's 9 plus 10? 21.
It's 19.
What's your favorite food? I've already answered. I really don't have a favorite food right now.
Chicken Alfredo is also good.
What is something that pissed you off recently?
Tanya.
It pisses me off. My cousins, they're not, I hate saying this, they're not woke. So sometimes they say a few words that they shouldn't, and it pisses me off every time they say it.
How, Rolando, you manage?
Oh, how do you manage? I don't.
What's the square root of 0? 365.
Next question from Michelle, my other friend Michelle, who was in the vlog last time I was here. So this is like my second time in New York with the Michelle. Do you miss Harvard? I do, a lot, and like my entire life there. This one's from Alex. If you were a home meal, what type of meal would you be?
A full course meal?
What does it mean? I'd be a buffet. I think that's all the questions we have.